dude, they hit Egalopolis. The Great Mall of China went down. Our freedoms are being trampled, and everyone's playing Expedition 33 instead of defending humanity. I thought we all agreed to be on the right side of history. That being said, I've been playing Expedition 33. It's fucking great. Sorry, Super Earth. And what about you, citizen? CG Abusta and SJ Arcade, frolicking around Bald Girls Gate 3. Oh, you've been on the lines? Okay. 2 minutes early, true. Been loving the Helldiver 2 new update. I saw it was a massive update. I haven't looked into it at all because I've been caught up in Game of the Year 100%. No chance that it's not Game of the Year. Experience 33. Claritin Obamacare. What's the Seraphon news? I don't know. I'm going to click on it. I save my reading of the news until stream, so it's more of a react. 2 pages of bonus stuff, if it's anything like the other ones, for the next GHB. Bonus rules. He's getting it fresh. Firing orbital defense cannons. Hey, all right. You know, today is the last day of Expeditious 33 1/3. Clair Obsequious. And so I could go back to the front lines of Helldivers too. The third member of the crew calling in a walker. You could just hear it faintly in the distance. Your vote is still King Dump Come 2, but France Dance seems cool. Oh yeah, Delivering the Kingdoms Come 2. That was a really good game also. We have 2 very non-American games that were very good that came out this year. Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to give the edge to 33 though. Even though I liked Kingdom Come 2. Yeah, 2 great games in 1 year. What is this? A single game studio from 1993? Or 5 or whatever. 2 amazing games back to back in the same year. What is this, 1 studio from the 90s? Holy. Still inaccessible in Vatican City. The Pope can't hell dive. That's his whole job. You can't play Helldivers in Vatican City? Well, geez, you gotta up your freedom count. I consider that a Vatican City problem. You gotta increase your freedom numbers a little bit. The Walker is so good. I told you, The Walker, no one believes me. They thought I was crazy, and they're right. But also, I am right about The Walker being good. Depends on what you're playing against, but dual autocannon is really good. Missiles plus machine gun is really good. It moves just as fast as somebody runs, except you don't have to wait for stamina. It's a nice thing to just call down, and then you can fuck off. And with that thing, basically solo 2, possibly even 3 side missions. Just solo them. And then dump it, meet up back with the team. It's also good for protection. The landing bay at the end. I'm a big fan. It's uniquely great on Super Earth because the mega skyscrapers block a lot of other orbital call-ins. Oh, do they? Okay. Okay. I never thought we would be on Super Earth. So sick. I actually can't wait. The machine gun rocket one is great versus the Illuminate. Yeah, it is, because you can machine gun the zombies and rocket the walkers. Get through their shield a little bit. Then again, the zombies, you can actually just walk over them. If you build up a little speed, you could just trample the zombies and save your ammo. The eagles are not great in the cities. Yeah, too much collateral damage, I guess. Machine gun rocket one's pretty good against bugs as well. Rockets will take out basically any big bug. You just gotta hit it right. And then the machine gun will hit the little ones. Versus machines, I would definitely use the double. Definitely use the double railgun. They don't care too much about machine guns, and you don't get enough missiles. But the walker kind of isn't great against machines in any case, but I like to use it because it's our robot against their robots. I like to, one-up them a little bit. They also added weapon customization in this update. Let's go. Huge. Yeah, and too many rockets coming back at you. That's the real problem with the walker against the robots. Is you'll just be like casually walking around and rockets will just come in from 7,000 miles away behind you and to the left, and you're just an absolute sitting duck for the counter rockets. Much better to just run around with the autocannon on foot and dive on the ground all the time. Or maybe the laser weapons. Yeah, sounds like a big update. I'm in for it. So the new mods for weapons are mental. Drum mags, compensators. Nice. I'm gonna have to look into it. I haven't played it in a little while. I've been feeling like I want to. Plus, I gotta work my way through the military parade expedition pack, or whatever that thing is. There's some cool stuff in there I'm trying to get. Dude is huge. It's true. In a huge robot. Ahem. Well, damn, I don't got too much to talk about today. Nothing happened. Getting the robot Shinji? Yeah, I know, I'm calling in my third. They let me drop 3 of them, I'm gonna use 3 of them. We are not putting the tax dollars to waste. Well, we are wasting them, but we will not spend the tax dollars, is a better way to put it. Fucking randomly, everyone calls down all of their remaining orbitals just before they jump in at the end. And I'm still loving that that grenade launcher sidearm. That shit is perfect. Yeah, it's already in the budget. Money's been spent. Got to keep the factories alive, making new ammunition. We're job creators over here. Super Earth is directly under attack. This is finally what the tax money was taken for. Let's go. Nuke the dropships. Yeah, it's the only way to be sure. If you don't use all 3, they'll budget you down to 2. Yeah, they'll think you only need 2, and that's wrong. Well, it's probably right, but sometimes it won't be right, and you want access to 3. You better use all 3, otherwise they'll cut you. Job create men. Oh, genius. Hideo genius. Get banned. Bang. Nobody sells out in my chat besides me. Nice try, robot. Sniped. Alright, that's enough relaxing. 12 minutes of relaxing. It's time for the news. Scourge Guy ran. It's written in the stars. Come with us now on a journey to the etheric void, where cohorts of Seraphon wait to bring order to the galaxy and annihilation to anyone who tries to stand in the way of their great plan. Yo, sounds like Helldivers. The implausibly ancient Adam is here to beam the following message directly into your minds from the comfort of his floating stone throne.
Strike! Trockcar dug his hind claw into Starclaw's
flank
to punctuate his command, and the Carnosaur lunged, jaws that could bite through stone clamped down on the great unclean one's arm. And the mighty lizard shook its head, tearing loose chunks of rotting flesh. Trockcar thrust with his own spear, punching deep holes into the abomination's greasy blubber. The demon only laughed. Not so easy, little lizard, it chortled. These rot forests belong to the Plague Father, and you shouldn't have come here. Now you'll feed the maggots. The skull-headed flail grasped in the monster's oversized fist slammed into Starclaw's flank. There was a loud splinter of bone, and the Carnosaur staggered, snarling in agony. The abomination threw its great head back and laughed, but Trockcar did not flinch in fear or doubt. The Scar veteran was a predator, but he did not hunt alone. He raised his spear. Starclaw's full-throated roar drowned out the demon's throaty cackle and set flocks of birds to screeching flight. Even the great unclean one looked taken aback. Certainly, he did not notice the undergrowth rustle behind him. Summoned by the cry of the Alpha Carnivore, a pack of Agrodon lancers burst from the tree line and fell upon the demon's exposed back with raking talons. Now the demon truly howled, and scenting blood, Starclaw and Trockcar charged in for the kill.
Notice how the story cuts off before the kill, because it's a great unclean one, so it'd take about 16 hours. But maybe they might eventually get him down. Ensure the great plan comes to fruition with 3 new heroic traits. Chosen of Quetzal is a master of maneuvering skinks, normally away from danger. The Keeper of the Old Ways provides 2 asterism abilities instead of 1 as a reward for furthering the great plan, while the Child of the Stars is literally made of star stuff, making them virtually immortal. Kill them and they come back sparklier than before. It only works once, but that could be enough. Monsters help enact the will of the Old Ones, so this update features 3 powerful new traits. The first is Ancient Defender, which gives your monster more kick in combat, while Armour Cruncher... Wait. Metal Cruncher? It's back in someone else's army. Makes them particularly effective at chopping through armored foes. Lastly, Titan of the Land channels the power of a Realm Shaper engine as if it were a piece of terrain. It's a pretty nasty trick, turning a monster into an enemy zapping locus of destruction, like the Pizza Pit. Yeah, the story is accurate because the Lancers are the ones that do the damage. You are right. A weapon to surpass Metal Cruncher. Hell yeah. The Slann have seen fit to grant the Sora's Old Blood on Carnosaur a new War Scroll. Carnosaur now churns out more damage, which is increased even further if there are wounded enemies nearby. A mechanic that I typically don't like. If that doesn't make it scary enough in combat, it has a roar so loud and powerful that enemy units in its presence are deafened to such an extent that they cannot receive commands. That's powerful. Lastly, nearby Agoradon Lancers are spurned on the new heights of aggression when in its presence. Battle profiles. So just the Old Blood, not 2 War Scrolls, just 1. Like SOB. Great Plan Step 4, take a look at the new battle plan rules for the General's Handbook and work out how they can benefit the children of the stars. General's Handbook fact number 8. In each battle plan, you'll find a twist can be used by the underdog to get themselves back in the game. Interesting, but what I really want to know is if you solve the problem of the game rules being able to figure out who is in fact losing a game or not. Because when you put in underdog rules, the opportunity for players to take advantage of them despite not really losing is high. Anyway, I'm concerned. With this season set in Gairan, the majority of these twists are plant-based. What are plants? Is that stuff my food eats? Such as caustic sap, which inflicts moral damage on units holding objectives, or pulsing life energies that can improve casting or chanting rolls. Our favorite is carnivorous flora. Who said plants need to be vegetarian? Yeah, all right. And so, from the great Star Masters, tomorrow we turn to their most hated foes. Which I thought was chaos in general, but is there a specific chaos god that Seraphon hates above all? Or are they just talking about slaves to darkness? Which I guess is generic chaos in a certain sense. I'm going to guess STD, I think. No, it can't be rats. We already saw Skaven. And I don't think Skaven are Seraphon's most hated foe. The most hated foe of Skaven is other Skaven. Yeah, I think it's slaves to dankness. Enhance. Faction rules. Seraphon heroic traits. Servants of the Cosmic Order. Once per turn reaction, you declared the Further the Great Plan ability. What's that? Further the Great Plan. Once per battle, start of the 3rd battle round. Use this ability if you meet the conditions below that correspond to the asterism you picked in the deployment phase. There are more enemy units have been destroyed. There are no enemy units wholly within friendly territory. Enemy generals in combat or has been destroyed. There are friendly Slann units on the battlefield and no Slann have died. And then you get to pick a new plan to enact, okay? So this, you declare the further, so this is, it says once per turn, but really it means once per game, right? In that it's turn 3, once you have just declared furthering the great plan after succeeding at the previous one. Keeper of the Old Ways. You can pick 2 different asterism abilities instead of 1. They're both used in addition to the one you picked in the deployment phase. Okay. So on turn 3, once you satisfy the requirements, you get to choose 2 of these instead of 1. And you get the original also. So like turn 3, you get like Giga Juice. Interesting. Okay. Very backloaded, I guess. Child of the Stars. If this unit would be destroyed before removing it from play, roll a die and a 3-up, it's not destroyed. I actually hate abilities like this. I don't like them. Essentially once per game on a 3-up, something happens. Maybe. Chosen of the Quetzal, any combat phase, pick a visible friendly non-monster skink unit that is in combat and is wholly within 12. Roll die, 3 up, target can move up to 8. It can move through the combat range as enemy units, but it cannot end the move in combat. So you can cause skinks to essentially retreat out of combat for free, and because it's 8 inches, it might even be the case that you won't be attacked this combat. Let me brush up on these things. Companion weapons have crit 2 hits. Subtract 1 from rend characters' melee weapons for attacks target friendly. Seraphon, while they're wholly within friendly territory. Add 2 the move character of all Seraphon units. Awesome. Add 1 to casting rolls. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. So you choose +2 move. And then if the enemy general is in combat or destroyed, you can either choose another one, or if you take this thing, you can choose 2 more, and you just get 3, which is almost all of them. Cool, I suppose. What is that fighting against? What other battle wait, that's not a battle formation. That's simply a heroic trait. So what other traits? What's that trait fighting against? Being of the Stars. Ignore modifiers. Save rolls for this unit. Positive, negative. That's pretty good. That's pretty good depending. Beastmaster. Add 2 move characteristic of Seraphon Cavalry and monsters for the rest of this phase if they're wholly within 12 at the start of the move. Oh, that's really good too. This unit charged. If friendly unit wholly within 12 uses all its attack, it's free. Okay. That got slightly worse now that all the attack got slightly worse. Okay, so your traits are like good. Damn, I don't know. I think you might just still be taking Beastmaster or Stars or something. I don't know what type of hero you're normally playing in Seraphon, but just reading it sight unseen feels like Beastmaster still wins, at least on paper, without knowing much about the army. Anyway, monsters traits, everybody gets them for free. Let's go. Can't wait for mine. Titan of the Land. Unit counts as a terrain piece for the purpose of picking targets for the Realm Shaper Engine's Power Unleashed ability. Did not inflict mortal damage on this unit as part of that ability. Okay. Realm Shaper Engine, that's the thing. It's like the Pizza Pit, if I recall correctly, only like way worse. Like, for once, Ogre's actually got the hottest shit, and Realm Shaper Engine wishes it was as good, right? Add 1 hit rolls for combat attacks made by Saurus or Croxigar when they're wholly within... Wait, the target an enemy while the enemy is within 9 of this terrain feature. Okay. Probably Ipsum Lorem text. Power Unleashed. If there are any friendly Seraphon wizards within 3 of it, pick another terrain feature within 24 of it, then pick up to 3 enemies within 3 of that one. Where it's stargating. And then the shit D3 thing for all of them. Okay. So it means that your monster is essentially like a long distance conduit to make to further aim the satellite beams. You're like a laser targeter for your satellite beams from this thing. That's fun. I think that's fun. Ancient Defender. Add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made by this unit's companion weapons. Okay, Black Clatterhorn in other words. But it's good. I bet they all hit on 4s, probably. So, +1 to hit for companion weapons. Probably really good for monsters. Armour Cruncher. Pick an enemy unit in combat with this unit to be the target. Roll die. If the roll equals or exceeds the target's save characteristic, subtract 1 from save rolls for the target for the rest of the turn. Okay, so it's not Metal Cruncher. It isn't just a flat D6 mortals, which was fucking awesome. Instead, it's subtract 1 from save rolls for the target for the rest of the turn, which is, to be perfectly honest, equally as brutal. Like you're still probably dead if that happens. So I don't mind that. Armor Cruncher is awesome. It's essentially a 3-up. But if you're fighting against people who happen to have real shit armor, suddenly this thing sucks. Most notably, if you're fighting against armies who technically have bad armor, but actually they're crazy durable. Because it's save characteristic, it's not where the thing ends up, okay? So think of like Hearthguard Berserkers chilling on 5-up saves, or is it even 6-up to start? I can't remember anymore. But like, you know, Nurgle guys on a 5-up save, but then a 5-up ward, or, you know, Fire Slayer guys whose armor is technically shit, but they get bonuses to it and wards and stuff. Suddenly Armor Cruncher randomly becomes bad against guys that are very durable. It's just not because of armor, right? But I still like it. I still think it's cool. Anyway, good choices. You have the fun choice that probably isn't that good, but it's fun. You have the Timmy damage choice, which is fun and might actually be good. And then you have the Silver Bullet Techie choice with a brutal debuff that randomly doesn't work, which could be fun. Anyway, good monstrous traits. They're not necessarily game-breaking or anything, but it's a free power if you're running at least one monster of any sort. Good work. And finally, Soru Souled Blood. 14-4-10. Little slow, no flying. Kind of bad to say. Probably dies pretty easy unless there's some other buffs elsewhere that I'm not seeing. Sunstone Spear and Sunbolt Gauntlet. 6 3s and 3s, 1-2. On the charge, it's 1-3. Actually not bad. Carnosaur's Massive Jowls. 3 attacks, 4s and 2s, 2-4. Literal Stonehorns, right? And with that one mount trait, it could be 3s and 2s. Not bad. Only 3 attacks, though. Carnosaur's Clawed 4 Limbs is 5 4s and 2s, maybe 3s and 2s, 1-3. Yo, this guy is... They kind of kicked up the damage on this thing. Were the damage numbers always this nice? Shall we look at the old version of the scroll to see what kind of facelift this thing got? I'm curious. Just curious. Soru Souled Blood. 2-3-3. Okay. 5-4-3. And this is 6-5-3. He was on 3 damage before, but the Massive Jowls went up a full dam point. Nice. Alright, some more dam. No range attack. It used to have a 12-inch shot, D6, 3-3-1-1 shoot in combat, which is like almost nothing. I don't mind losing it. 12-inch range on shooting is so short. But it does have shoot in combat, so you might actually be able to use it once a game. D6 attacks, 3s and 3s, 1-1. This is just kind of like a frustrating profile that I'm fine with ignoring moving forward. But maybe the players of it aren't, I'm not sure. Frenzied by Blood. Add one of the damage characteristics of this unit's companion weapons while it is within 6 inches of any damaged enemy units, or while it is within 6 inches of any enemy units that had any models slain in the same turn. Oh, so 5s and 4s, huh? Yo, Old Blood kind of slapping if this thing turns on. You know, I hate to say this, but with Frenzied by Blood, Ancient Defender, maybe even Armor Cruncher instead, and then this kind of attack profile, Seraphon dinosaurs are actually finally starting to look like fucking dinosaurs. mechanically, you know. And they really have never before. So I like it. Crit 2 hits from the battle trait? Damn, it's almost like they're trying to represent dinosaurs in the rules now. So help me out on this frenzied by blood thing. This is a passive, which means it turns on instantly. So what you do is, and correct me if I'm wrong, you attack for sure with your Sunstone Spear and Gauntlet first. You have to. And then, if this thing does damage once, now you have unlocked Frenzied by Blood for these other 2 companion ones, for the big dam on those. Like, this thing can turn on mid-profiles, I believe. And so you would start with the Rider guy, hoping to get lucky and activate the almonds over here. Sounds sweet, dude. This is what a certain percentage of Seraphon players want, is just what was printed on the tin at first. I really do want dinos riding dinos and just kiloraptors running around actually just dinosauring people. And I think they should have it. Let the kids play. Alpha Predator. Friendly Agrodon Lancers do not lose rage tokens at the end of the turn while they're wholly within 12 of this unit. Okay. I remember the Agrodon Lancers and the rage token thing. I remember not liking the ability because it was just like annoying to keep track of and awkward. But hey, this sounds like it's quality of life for the rage tokens, so I guess good work there. Yeah, Gigabrain Frogs have always been powerful in that they have always kind of cheated at the game. Let's have the dino half be good too. Or at least fun. Once per turn army, any combat, rampage. Pick an enemy unit in combat with it, roll die, 3 up, target cannot use commands. Actual roar, as in 3rd edition roar. Awesome. Great ability. You'll love to see it. Man, I didn't think I would be saying this, but Saurus Old Blood on Carnosaur kind of fucks shit up. And everything he does is cool and seemingly fun. What a success story. Now, these traits, I'm not in love with the traits, I'm going to be honest with you. But you already have a good trait, so I guess who the fuck cares? And then monstrous traits are free. Awesome. And Carno Guy is sweet. A new playstyle unlocked. Timmy, right? Great to see. You think no, because attacks are simultaneous? They can be, right? Like, all the attacks in one of the profiles are, but you do these first, and then you do these, and, you know, you choose the order of them. There are other abilities in the game that are like, you know, if the last point of damage dealt by so-and-so's particular weapon kills a unit, then do this. So we already have a little precedent for choosing to do that stuff. Juicing up Agrodons, another thing this needs that too. I know the Agrodons are good, and I remember the rage token thing being annoying. I don't remember if it was good or bad, I just remember it was annoying, and so this sounds like it's improving its quality of life, which is just good. 340 point, yeah, how much is it? 340, okay. So it's like actual Stonehorn prices. But I don't know, I feel like you're getting actual Stonehorn usefulness out of it. It's certainly not as fast as a Stonehorn. Well, okay. It actually is, because you're getting +2 move from one of your asterisms, so it is as fast as a Stonehorn is today. But a Stonehorn today is a little over half as fast as it used to be, so call it what you want. Oh yeah, Frenzied by Blood, actual old school roar, you love to see it. Tons of big damage profiles, and monstrous traits to chew through. All this stuff seems kind of nice. Yeah, there is an ethereal artifact in the faction where I was just looking at them to compare. There's an ethereal artifact. No, sorry, there's an ethereal trait. Unless there's also an ethereal artifact. No, there's not, yeah. One of the traits is ethereal, which seems great. Beastmaster seems great. Reptilian coming, okay. All right. So, yeah, this is... I normally don't really like Seraphon that much. And still, this is cool. Okay, like you have to be a monster dinosaur enjoyer to get much of anything out of the update, but what a good update. Yeah, I don't think 340 is bad for this thing. I'll pay 340 as long as it does 340 worth of shit. And this thing looks like it could very well do that. Now, yeah, it will die to whatever, but don't get killed. Simply don't get killed. That's cool. Hey, Seraphon, 5 out of 7, good work. You'll love to see it. This one is a... What is this one? They only give us one new war scroll, so it can't be an A. And the traits are a little underwhelming. But the monstrous traits, you might actually have a choice to make between them, perhaps. And the new war scroll is great for what it's trying to do. This might be a... Is this a B? This might be a B. Grading on a curve. This is like a... Yeah. I think this is like a B or even a B+. Grading on a curve. Yeah, B. I've gotten pulled back down to earth. It's a B. But that's good. You can take hero trait plus monster trait. I was about to say, of course. But then in my head, I'm like, well, I would have said of course because that's how it worked in first edition, and that's how it worked in second edition, and that's how it worked in third edition. But it might not be how it works in fourth edition. Who knows, you know? I'm guessing it works the same as it's always worked. In that you can just put a monster trait and a hero trait if it happens to be a hero. It's free real estate. You can easily get this thing +4 move from the battle traits and heroic traits and run and charge from the spell lore. Yeah, kind of nice with it, isn't it? I didn't expect Seraphon to pleasantly surprise me in the way that it has. Hell yeah, brother. Man, I'm so pleased that all of these aren't shit. It was only a few of them, the poor bastards. Tune in tomorrow, which is Friday? What day is it today? Tune in tomorrow for probably Slaves to Darkness. As I patiently wait for Oguz. If so, it's great. 2 traits for an artifact. On the old blood, hard to kill at that point. Ethereal plus monster hits on a 3 plus the healing artifact. And you can do some shit with it. You start to think about things like, what could I choose here? How could I build this thing? And it comes with, let's see, what does it come with? 1 favored spawning, also any Seraphon. Not bad. Any Seraphon, you love to see it. Cool. Well, what a nice start to the stream. I got some good news from the Seraphoids. Hey, all right, let's beat the game, shall we? I'll give you a commercial.
Hello there. I'm Mr. Cream.
AC Penny. When it fits, you feel it.
So big you gotta grin to get it in.
Once you pop,
The cream.
don't stop. If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face.
Deliciously hot, dangerously creamy.
The juice is loose.
She wanted to remember the love they shared for
Cream.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Stuffed 5 ways.
So my family's looking for beef.
Now, that's what I call
Cream, yeah.
Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough.
And I am the cream.
Then why do we call it big? Because big things go into it.
at the Men's Warehouse.
You got cream. I guarantee it.
I guarantee it. Damn, how nice they gifted Seraphon with something kind of sick. I always thought that you look at Seraphon and you're like, damn, this is the Timmy army that loves dinosaurs, and then it plays super tactic, cheated the game, funny business kind of stuff all the time, right? Hold on, I gotta remake Verso so he explodes. Get rid of cheater. Actually, we'll keep it. Get rid of what? Charging attack. Go back to exploding. Auto death. So he kills himself at the start of combat. Burning death, so he lights people on fire when he explodes at the start of combat. Death bomb, so that he explodes when he dies and puts stuff on. And energizing, so he gives me all my AP when he dies. Alright, should be good. Is there like a shielding death thing that I put on the other one? Didst thou beat Simon, my lord? Verily. Yeah. And it had taken me, you know, I played, what is it, Wednesday? Or no, I played so long Tuesday that I'm like, damn, if I'm learning all the parrying timings for this guy anyway, and I'm only using one character anyway, I might as well beat him on expert instead of normal. And I gotta say, when I put it on expert, I detected no difference whatsoever in the difficulty of the fight. I don't know really what the difference is between normal and expert. It seemed completely the same. Maybe he had more hit points or something. But oh, breaking death. There we go. Go. Oh, did I steal anything from her? I don't think I did. Alright, good. Thanks to the continent. Making the enemy a bigger sponge is not a difficulty rating, dear every developer. Yeah, it's just a waste of time. I mean, that's not exactly true. It does... It can very much increase the difficulty if the whole point is, like, you're just barely holding on, you're one turn away from losing all your resources, and this is the last thing that's going to kill it. Okay, if you increase its health, now you have to come up with a new strategy, or keep perfect parrying longer, right? Like, force you to play perfectly for even longer, which is hard. Or whatever, what have you. You're doing some combo that does exactly this much, and if its health goes up by 10%, it won't one-shot it, and now, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, there are things where just increasing the hit points does increase difficulty, sometimes even by a lot, for secondary factors. But usually it just wastes your time. It's like, I can win this fight, it's not particularly hard. If you just double its hit points, then it just takes me twice as long to kill it, and there's no other... nothing else matters than that. Then it's just like super annoying. A lot of RPGs do that. Bullet sponges are not fun. Holy. What a waste of time. Alright. France maxing. You're already doing a single character no-hit runs, so probably harder than the traditional expert challenge anyway. I think maybe what it said in the... Oh, hold on. Let's go to the thing. What it says is hard difficulty with highly demanding combat. Enemies deal greater damage, and mastering dodges and parries is required. So maybe the windows are shorter, and you know, whatever. But I was already trying to parry everything in the whole game anyway, and so I guess I was kind of like Phantom playing on expert mode anyway. Yo, the music comes in? Jesus. Chill. Holy. Anyway, this is where we left off. On the rooftops during the battle. Simply got good. Is this the House of the Rising Sun, almost? Like, not quite, but almost. Jesus. Nice. Alright, don't want to miss anything here. Oh, speaking of, I have every journal except one, which I imagine we'll find in this zone. And I have every song in the world that I unlocked except one, which I imagine we will also find in this zone. So if I'm about to beat the game, and I haven't found those yet, somebody remind me. I have to go exploring for those if that is the case.
Sympa.
Alright, dude's over there, dude's over here.
Yeah!
And yeah, Joshua Parks, the monster things are doubled. If it's anything like how it used to work, so good confirmation there. Also, I've been warned with the end of this game. I've been warned that if you do all the optional stuff first, the last boss is fucking easy. So I made that mistake. How do we get up there? Can I just zoom? No. Can I jump? No. Can I jump this way? Yes, I can. Okay. Just chroma. And all the paintings are in the fountain. Ooh, I would have missed that had I not looked into it. 99%ing a game is for peasants. You know, I don't always chase achievements. I'm not that guy, usually. But in a few games, I like to get them all. And this one is one that I'd like to get them all.
Appréciable.
He was at the tower. Isn't it beautiful here? Paintings are always astonishing. Yet I wish she would understand. Oh, you know what else? She should understand that I need to change the Twitch category, otherwise the cops will come after me. There we go. Alright, now we're marked safe. We're marked safe. Understand what? What it means for me to paint. The boy has gone violent. Do you think the boy is Verso? As a child? Like representation of him? 5% of gradient charge on hitting a stunned enemy. Ooh. And it doesn't say max 1 per turn? Fun allowed? Okay, what a combo. I got a new game plus combo already. Because I didn't ever do too much with the gradient charges. And I want to. It's the last shred of his soul in the painting you're in. Yeah, that's what I kind of thing I figured. Your Verso is a copy by Mom. Yeah, I knew that much. Mom copies.
Ah, génial.
For New Game Plus, I think I'm going to... In this game, I've been a Lune enjoyer. Lune has been soloing, and the backup is my L. For stuff like Simon, after he kills the party and stuff. And so for New Game Plus, I think we're going to be Monoko Chad's solo with Verso backup. It'll be tag team champions of the Paint Lands. And Monoko, as a blue mage, like, he has all these cool ass like monster abilities. I want to see what any of them do. I think it can be pretty good, especially with gradient stuff. One of his gradient abilities is super cool. So I wonder if I can like do some infinite stun lock combos and stuff like that with him. I got turned around somehow. How are the lizards? Surprisingly great. Arrested at Waffle House. It was a Timmy update. Like, the update was specifically for Timmys. If you are playing Seraphon and damn, you just wish you could play big fucking dinosaurs that actually do damage. Well, they gave you an update for exactly you. It was one of the more exciting ones. If we're talking hype. Oh, a stabula. That shit looks sick, and it looks like a forbidden merchant. Cool. This man loves the French. Ah, the French.
Appréciable.
Luminia. Hey, I'm gonna do that boss fight real quick, but there's some shit over here.
Voilà qui devrait aider.
Anything down there? Alright, you are looking quite cool. Nice. Oh, I leveled too much. Augmented counter, let's go. Increased counterattack damage. Cool. I think a counterattack build could be pretty cool. How many more secret bosses we got? As far as I know, I've done everything. I got all the secret bosses. I climbed to the top of the endless boss rush tower, killed all them. Did all the world bosses, did all the reassemble the special paint room bosses into one gigaboss guy with some platforming involved. Dove under the sea to the very bottom of Expedition 0 and fought Simon. I think I killed everything. It's possible I just simply missed something, but I think I killed everything. And all that's left is a last boss that, according to some people, is unbelievably easy if you did everything else first. So this is going to be like a role-playing last boss fight, maybe. Or it'll still kill me, and I'm just setting myself up to look worse when I die, like one of the two. An advantage. What's over here? Why would they do this? Oh. I was going to say, why is there a platform for no reason? Lumiere has suffered much damage. And yet there's something in the water. Oh, Esqui, bring it to the surface, my boy. And the main boss is like Giga Simon. And it's another 6 hours. Oh, the Journal 60, we got them all. A legendary expedition known for its unorthodox tactics.
William, Expédition 60.
Ils
se sont bien moqués de nous quand nous avons affirmé que le corps humain était le plus fort de tous. Mais nous nous sommes entraînés encore et encore, jusqu'à atteindre une condition physique optimale.
The One Punch Man expedition.
Ce qui nous permet d'écraser nos ennemis. Nous sommes tellement plus agiles et rapides sans cette
constraining our glorious muscles.
était engoncé. Et
We are
grâce à
impervious.
l'incroyable programme d'entraînement de Leslie, nous sommes invincibles. C'est pour ça que nous avons réussi à traverser la barrière de gommage spectral.
And they solved the puzzle? Holy shit.
Mais apparemment, nous nous sommes trompés au sujet de cette dernière, qui est tout aussi prisonnière que nous. La vraie terreur se cache sous le monolithe. Le reste de l'expédition 60 est parti affronter le véritable ennemi. Tandis que j'avais pour tâche de retourner prévenir Lumière. Mais on dirait que je vais manquer de temps. Il ne me reste plus qu'à traverser la mer pour y arriver. Mais même avec mes puissants muscles, je ne suis pas sûr de pouvoir nager assez vite pour ne pas me faire rattraper par le gommage.
To the tragic victory of the manliest expedition.
Musclez-vous. C'est la seule façon de sauver le monde. Et ne perdez pas votre temps avec la peintresse. Allez directement sous le monolithe.
Okay, so one of the hard side quests I did was scaling this really annoying jumping puzzle climbing thing. And when I got to the top, he's like, wow, you're only the second person ever to do this. Here, have an outfit. Quest reward. The first guy who did it didn't want the outfit because he doesn't believe in clothes. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then you find this later. It was one of them. It was one of them. Perfection. Okay, now going forward is right. I'm just seeing if there's any stuff. Nice opera house. Oh, Lumiere. Is that the last one? I thought I definitely had Lumiere already. Lumiere's the first one I got at the very beginning of the game. I guess there's two of them in case you missed that one. That was the default playlist. Doors? No. Doors? No. Alright, it's through here. Love the touch of all the final flags being 33. Yeah, it's a nice touch, isn't it? Oh. Double creation. Oh, it just brings you back. Got it. Prepare for the body.
Des névrons de l'île des Accents. Qu'est-ce qu'ils fichent ici?
Tout comme les Accents, ce sont les créations de papa. Pas de Clair.
Stella says hi. Got him. Oh, taking this.
Parfait.
Resplendent. Any cool scenery? Actually, yes. Alright, scenery is quite nice. See a flag in the distance there. I didn't go right at first, so we'll have to... Healing stun, recover 5% health on hitting a stun target. Also no limit, so probably just full heals you. Anything over here? Almost there.
Maël?
Allons-y.
Let's go. Oh, I see, so you can jump across. And that final flag doesn't have any number on it because this is the farthest.
Excellent.
Excellent. More dudes. Oh, cool looking Night Haunt unit there in the green dress.
Oh, génial.
Healing stun converted to chroma. Oh, because I already have that one. Got it. Alright. Halt, you. Halt, criminal scum.
C'est un avantage.
Can I do this? No. Another boy. Maybe I should continue. Maybe... Continue. Continue what? Forever. The boy has gone silent. That's the... Oh, good. Yep. From Wait, is this a double secret where I can land in that? No. You can beat gods, but jumping a fence, a bridge too far. Get some of the scenery here. The Eiffel Tower. Looking like it's straight out of Nightmare Before Christmas. Treasure. Oh, a vendor? Let's go. Dude, you set up shop in a very auspicious place. My boy. I was the only one curious to make the journey here. This place is sad. What do we got? Color of Lumina. Gimme. Patiarium. I currently have level 6. Yeah, so this is 16. The one I own is 33. This is actually the one I use with Lune for the build that I made. I like it because consuming a light strain applies slow to a random enemy. And so if you're fighting one guy, whenever you use basically anything, it puts slow on them, so you don't have to use Tsunami. And then you quad base attack, and every other turn you get to use your epic, which is cool. Let's fight the merchant. That was my basic attack. That wasn't a skill. That was the basic attack that's supposed to farm me AP. That's supposed to generate me 4 light strains and farm AP, and I don't care what the damage does. Uh-oh. Full strength. 25% increased damage on full health. Oh, ooh. Ugh. Hold on, I kind of like that. We give that to everybody. It's dissynergist with the thing that puts you at half health, but gives you 3... Hold on. Mathematics. Consult the spreadsheets. Okay, so... Shield Affinite. 30% increased damage while having shields, but receiving any damage always removes them. That's not the one I'm thinking of. There's another shield one. Plus 3 shields on battle start, but max health is halved. Okay. Or... I think there's an alternative way to get a shield without doing that. So what you could do is... I think there's auto shield, right? Or base shield. Plus 1 shield if not affected by any shield on turn start. So I could take this one and then take full strength, and it wouldn't put me at half health. And at the end of the day, I end up with another 25% bonus damage. Which, as we can see, is very necessary still. We gotta keep the big dam, okay. New Game Plus. New Game Plus Simon, right? He's gonna be quite the lad. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby.
Papa est quelque part, après les jardins.
Somewhere past the Gardons. Oh, the last flag, maybe. I think there's a thing that gives you a shield if one of your teammates dies too, that I might have taken as well. So, towards the Eiffel Tower is probably the boss. So this is probably the side mission stuff. Yeah. Cool dude.
Intéressant.
I mean, this looks great, but just a recoat, huh? And I feel like there could be more to that. But maybe not. Baba Jean. Yeah. Yeah.
Je ne pourrais pas maintenir les autres très longtemps.
Merde. Ça veut dire qu'il faut les vaincre rapidement.
I go off the path? Ooh, I can. Uh-oh. Well, this won't be cinematic anymore. It was going to be cinematic, but I can go off the path, which means now I'm going to be combing the grounds for loot and ruin the epicness of it, the cinema of it. Now we get the cinema of scrounging, which is, you know, classic in RPG land, I guess. Can I jump on this stuff? Kinda. Alright, 2 bosses.
Super.
Super. Okay, so there's those guys moving into that house. There's... Oh, okay. That's probably the final direction, I'm guessing. So we don't want to go there yet. We are loot maxing.
Intéressant.
And one more area. Prank 'em, John. Come see the amazing exploding party. Too funny not to do. Well, nothing. There's supposed to be music. It kind of... Is it supposed to be... We're adding to the gravitas of what's happening? Ooh, that's actually a nice Pictos for New Game Plus, maybe. Are we adding to the gravity of what's happening by having there be no music, or is this a bug and I should reload the game? Because I will not be denied awesome music in a boss fight. What do you think?
Ton père a été particulièrement inspiré.
Voilà un défi pour le moins intéressant.
It's made out of interconnected people. Cool creature. And it's gone. Always play twice in a row but deal 50% less damage? No thanks. I'll just use Cheater from the boss fight. The only one they fear is you. BFG Division. Le BFG Division. Division. Some last chroma here.
Papa est là-bas. Et derrière lui, la chroma nécessaire pour ramener lumière.
There he is.
Même moi, je sens sa présence.
On ferait bien de s'assurer d'être prêt.
Better make sure we're ready. Oh, let's clean up a little bit. There we go. He is here, doing what needs to be done. What I can't do anymore. What needs to be done. For my sake and theirs. The boy has gone silent. Papa.
Papa.
Alicia.
Écoute, je veux juste que tu comprennes ce que ce tableau représente pour moi.
Oh, mais je comprends. Je sais à quel point cette sensation peut être puissante et addictive. Combien il est facile de s'attacher à ces mondes dans lesquels on met tout son cœur et toute son âme. J'ai connu ça. Et j'ai failli en mourir.
Ce n'est pas pour ça qu'il faut détruire le tableau de Verso.
Ma fille, crois-tu vraiment que j'en ai envie? Après tous les chagrins que nous avons endurés, crois-tu réellement que je veuille détruire tout ce qui reste de son âme?
Alors ne le fais pas. Ne le fais pas.
La vie nous impose des choix cruels. Je le fais parce qu'il le faut.
Le chagrin peut souvent nous aveugler. Et il nous pousse à faire des choix que l'on finit par regretter.
Vous pleurez 2 personnes.
Je les pleure tous.
Les choix des parents laissent des traces indélébiles chez leurs enfants. Mais au bout du compte, c'est leur voix intérieure qu'ils devront écouter. Ce n'est pas à vous de définir les limites de leur existence.
Après l'incendie, tu voulais que je retrouve la joie de vivre. Et j'ai essayé. Mais j'ai pas pu. J'ai pas pu. Verso est mort à cause de moi. Comment voulais-tu que je retrouve la joie?
Mon ange, ça va s'arranger. Je te le promets. Mais pas de cette façon. Tes amis disent vrai. Mais ça ne change rien. Tu peux me haïr, mais je n'ai pas d'autre choix. En tant que père, je dois veiller sur toi. Et surtout, quand tu en es incapable.
Tu me traites comme une enfant de 5 ans!
Je te traite comme si l'ombre du pire jour de notre existence allait te faire suffoquer et t'arracher toi aussi à nous! Assez. J'ai dit assez.
What does it mean when the bad guy is entirely right about everything? Does it mean the writing is good? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I spent too long in the Simon mines. Well, let's give him a basic attack. Okay, okay, it stops there. I see. Okay, so it stops you from killing him, and then he gets healed. So technically, I probably did one-shot him. It wasn't.
Merde. Il s'est encore régénéré.
He keeps regenerating. Once.
Non, elle ne peut pas.
Maman?
Aline, tu vas finir par te tuer. Il est trop tôt pour que tu puisses revenir dans un tableau.
Finally, the accent goes down. That really the bane of that last fight. Okay, tip for new players: immediately go to the end of the game. Don't do all the side stuff. This is probably really epic if the fight was hard. Okay, can I target other things? No, just him. Alright. Okay, so technically I could do the normal attack right now, but I'm just gonna do a basic attack. I want to see if he says anything.
Comment peux-tu être aussi égoïste, Aline?
Dude, he summons a canvas? And shows you the portrait that we found and put back in the mansion. Skip turn, skip turn, skip turn. What does he do? What does he do? Unleashes his power.
Aline, regarde Alicia. Elle ne doit pas rester ici. Tu étais censée être à mes côtés, Aline. Pas contre moi.
Rentre à la maison, Renoir. Va peindre autre chose.
Pourquoi suis-je le seul à le voir?
Okay, see, perfectly capable of still killing me. Anyway, get Elemental Genesis.
Pigment tombé.
Ressortez du tableau. Il est en train de vous tuer toutes les deux.
Pas cette fois!
Oh. Okay, 50 levels ago, this would have been super fun and epic and difficult.
Quelle ironie. C'est ta mère qui est venue me sauver la vie lorsque je me suis égaré dans un tableau. Elle m'a appris à utiliser notre don sans aucun risque. À m'envoler, tout en évitant de me brûler les ailes. Nous avons peint plusieurs centaines de mondes, repoussant ainsi les limites de la création. Et jamais elle ne m'a laissé oublier que chaque jour que nous passons ici a un prix. Et pourtant, regardez où nous en sommes.
Alors fais-lui confiance. Si elle fait ça,
J'ai
c'est que...
confiance en ce qu'elle m'a appris. Ceci n'est pas un jeu. Tu
Yeah, it
penses
is.
savoir
Pretty
ce
good, though.
qui est en jeu, mais tu te trompes.
Je sais très précisément ce qui est en jeu. Tu veux tout contrôler. Avoir le sentiment de faire quelque chose d'utile. Tu n'as pas pu sauver Verso, alors tu veux nous sauver, nous. Sauf que tu as tort. Détruire le tableau ne nous aidera pas à avancer. Ça nous privera du seul endroit où nous nous sentions bien.
67 ans. 67 années. Prisonnier de ce monolithe. Mais j'ai persévéré. J'ai persévéré. Et tu sais pourquoi? Sais-tu pourquoi je suis incapable de vous abandonner, elle et toi? Ceci est ce que je vois chaque jour. Je n'en peux plus de devoir vivre entouré de morts vivants. Depuis l'incendie, notre famille s'est effondrée. Aline, dans le tableau. Clair, menant sa guerre solitaire, toi. Toi, un fantôme vivant. La mort de Verso nous a brisés. Je veux que ce soit réparé, il faut à tout prix, je ne peux pas te perdre, toi aussi.
Tu ne vois pas que c'est ce que je ressens pour eux. Moi non plus, je ne veux pas les perdre. J'ai déjà tant perdu.
Oui. Nous avons tant perdu, tous les deux.
Papa. Toi non plus, je ne veux pas te perdre. Je ne te quitte pas à jamais. Juste pour quelque temps.
Je voudrais te croire, mais...
Tu peux...
Je laisserai une lumière pour toi. Puisses-tu trouver la paix. Prenez soin l'un de l'autre.
Verso.
Oh, that's interesting. What happens if he tries to go into the real world? Interesting. Okay. I'm manually getting rid of a potential funny stream moment here, but let's turn auto death off real quick, just in case. You know? Would have been a good clip, but let's just turn that off. The instant auto death. Final boss fight? The boy? Verso versus himself? Verso versus... It's time to stop painting.
Salut. Tu es fatigué de peindre, pas vrai?
Yeah, it's time to let go, truly.
Oui, moi aussi.
Tu ne devrais pas pouvoir être ici.
Cadeau de maman.
Pourquoi tu y es entré? C'est dangereux pour toi ici.
Vois les choses telles qu'elles sont. Pas comme tu voudrais qu'elles soient.
Quoi?
Tu as menti. À ton père.
Non, Non.
Lui aussi l'a vu. Mais il voulait y croire. Tu vas mourir ici. Pourquoi ne pas t'en aller? Tu peux toujours revenir.
Parce qu'à la seconde où je pars, papa effacera cette toile.
Ta vie vaut plus que ça.
Mais quelle vie? Une vie seule, enfermée dans une coquille vide, bâillonnée et sans avenir.
Tu es Maël, où que tu sois. Tu n'as pas besoin de cette toile.
Mais tout ce que je veux est ici. Ici, j'ai une chance de vivre, Verso. En dehors, je ne fais qu'exister.
La vie nous impose des choix cruels.
Arrête de citer papa.
Il est temps d'arrêter de peindre.
It's time to stop posting. The cat paw.
Verso.
Oh.
Papa a dit aussi. Prenez soin l'un de l'autre.
It's a very believable descent into somewhat madness. What good writing.
Pardonne-moi.
Decide the fate of the canvas. It lets me choose. It really is an RPG. They remembered what it means to be a role-playing game. It gives you a choice. 9 out of 10. Yeah, both sides have a point, and a very understandable one from their perspective as well. And they gave Maëlle a little bit of extra push because her side is weaker by a lot, but they made her, you know, fire damage, disabled in the real life, can't speak, stuff like that to tip the scales a little bit. Otherwise, it'd be a much easier choice, right? And her position is more understandable because of it. However, she is still clearly wrong. We fight as Verso. This is his soul's canvas. He's wanted to die for like 60 years. It's over. Now, how hard is Maëlle? Let's shoot her one time. Oh, ooh. Okay. Okay, just in case there's some dialogue, we'll skip a few turns here. I got 5 turns before her on the left there. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Oh, I got a bonus turn for some reason. Alright. There, I've skipped my 6 turns.
Tu ne peux pas décider ça pour tout le monde.
On est tous des hypocrites. Et on fait tous subir la même chose aux autres.
Oh, bonus turn. Oh. Man, I should know that since I used to play as her. I should know that routine. Anyway, I guess the talking is done. Oh, and we get the Xanarkin style song at the end.
Ne fais pas ça. Ne m'abandonne pas encore.
Ça va aller. Ça va aller, d'accord? Tu possèdes ce fabuleux pouvoir de peindre. Tu n'auras jamais amené une vie qui ne te plaît pas. Tout va bien. Tout va bien. Tout va bien. Oh, come here. Mes amis, vous me manquerez. Tout va bien. C'est fini. Verseau.
Oh, Epilogue, let's go. A life to love. Real world, parenthetical, France.
Nos histoires s'alignent dans le creux de nos mains. Deux mondes se dessinent, l'un peint de rêve où le chagrin s'efface, l'autre nu et réel.
Oh, she's got the plushie. There he is.
Dans le dessin, toi le vierge, horizon lointain, peignons ensemble les couleurs de demain, au clair obscur, œuvres infinies. Chaque pas trace la route d'une vie. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans le dessin.
Oh, there they are. It's everyone. The Star Wars ending of them waving as ghosts, Force ghosts. What a good game. What a great game. I was not expecting this level of quality. Admittedly, I didn't look much into it. You remember last week where I'm like, damn, am I buying Doom? Or am I buying Expedition 33, a random French game RPG thing? And I chose this at the last minute. A hot swap to this. And what luck. This was so good. I certainly got my money's worth. This Game of the Year potential. I think this has... To me, this game is one of those games where if it doesn't win Game of the Year, it's like a crazy upset. You know? I don't know the ins and outs of the behind-the-scenes politics and voting and all that on that kind of stuff, right? It's probably not quite as corrupt as the Oscars or anything, but still, I'm sure there's plenty of that business going on. But yeah, this is a clear front runner for me. Oh, who was the writer? Jennifer something something? He did great work, much above and beyond the average game writing. So the legend goes, it was made by 33 people. And it sounds like a meme, but I don't think it's a meme. I think it actually was. And this is putting France on the map. In 10 years, will we be talking about FRPGs? Will all the turn-based RPGs have parry mechanics in them now? You know, so on and so forth. Fun fact, Jennifer English VA for Shadowheart voices Mael in the English dub. The last two games to win Game of the Year were BG3 and Elden Ring, both of which she voiced characters in. She's the lucky charm. That's it. That's the connector. The third Game of the Year win for Jennifer English. Isn't it ironic? Her name is Jennifer English, and yet it's a French game that she's winning for. Also, her name's Jennifer English. Elden Ring is a Japanese game. Expedition is a French game. And BG3 is a... What country is it from? It's one of the... It's close to one of the Finland-style countries, right? It's one of the Icelandic ones. Neither of all three are American. Oh, Legend of Dragoon, smiling somewhere back in the grave, forgotten history. True, actually. I wonder where this team came from. What previous experience they have. Renoir was voiced by Andy Serkis in the dub. Okay. So they got some names on the English side of it. I had to listen to it in French because that's the original language, and I don't know, that's just what I do. I gotta listen to it in the original language, you know? It's what the director was most familiar with for all the characters and stuff like that. I'll read, that's okay. I don't have to understand it. I can hear the emotion just fine. I mean, it's the same thing with movies, the same thing with whatever. I'm kind of a stickler. I gotta watch it in the original language. Additional instrument harp. There we go. Kepler Interactive, huh? That's the publisher? Kepler. 101 Gamer. Potentially Chinese. Not going to make any assumptions here, but... Retail distribution partner. Bandai Namco, huh? Sega? Yo, Sega mentioned? Supposedly the composer had never written music for a game before. How? It's not very video gaming music. It's just good music, right? Very short tracks. I guess it does require a certain skill set, right? And so on and so forth, but... Hey, you know what? He's composed for one game now. Pretty good track record so far. I do declare. Thank you. There they are. Yo. There he is, the big guy. Oh, and the little kid, he's back. The paintbrush. Well. Is this how I get a new game plus? Or do I have to choose? Maybe I have to choose new game. Oh no, there it is. New game plus. But first, did I get all the unlockies? Yes. And our drafts collide, yep. Alright. There they are, the squad. Gustav technically there. Alright, new game plus. You're about to start a new game. In this mode, enemies and battles will be much harder. I should fucking hope so. No offense. Exclusive rewards and loot can also be unlocked. Oh, word. You will keep your character progression and your inventory, but everything else will be lost. Side quest progression, quest items, and relationship levels will be reset. Would you like to continue? Yeah. Yeah. This process is irreversible. Your save will be erased to start a new game. Are you sure? Absolutely. So that was the adventures of Lune soloing everything. With Mael as backup sometimes. On fights that had you die and stuff. This will be the Monoko Blue Mage playthrough solo. And we'll start off on Expert. With backup for Verso. So it's the boys. The gentle lads.
Très bien, allons-y. Je t'accompagne.
Just getting to a save point.
Prêt à la revoir?
Which is words there erased. That's what gommage means. Yeah. Is that like a literal translation? Gommage is erased in French?
Mais le dis pas à ta sœur.
I admit I don't know how to say erase in French.
Les crochets à l'Académie des expéditions. J'aurais bien aimé les avoir quand je
In
travaillais.
French.
Allez, Gustave, accélère un peu. Sinon, Sophie se sera déjà fait gommer le temps que t'arrives.
Maël.
Am I doing a review of this? I feel like I should do a review of a game I like instead of... Because my last review is Diablo 4.
Ouais, très probablement. Quoi? Oui,
I gotta balance the scales. I gotta talk about a game that's good.
D'accord.
Ouais,
Where? Ooh, okay. He has more hit points than the last boss.
T'as gagné. Bon, je l'ai vu.
Oui.
Not really, but pretty close.
La place est bondée. J'ai toujours du mal à comprendre pourquoi les gens fêtent le gommage. Mais après tout...
It's like erasure or scrubbed clean. Oh, okay.
Je l'ai toujours trouvé si beau. J'ai un peu du mal à comprendre. Vous avez rompu il y a longtemps, Sophie et toi. Mais manifestement, tu l'aimes. Sophie...
Oui.
Je...
Merci.
Encore. Alors, pourquoi avoir attendu aujourd'hui pour lui parler?
Rope interaction.
Tu crois pas que c'est un peu tard?
Right. Nice. Nice-oo. Hey, what a great game. 9 out of 10 easily. Top 100 PC games of all time. I gotta let it sit for a while. I like to think about impact and history and things like that, but yeah, I'll throw it in. I'll throw it in the 100 somewhere. Wake the fuck up, Helldiver. We got Super Earth to save. Yeah, true. I just finished saving France. You know? Time to save America. Anyway, thanks for watching. Game's over. I'm gonna do New Game Plus, but I won't subject all of you to it. It'll just be the game that I play when I have free time sometimes. Hot shit, awesome. Now I gotta figure out something else to do. On all these Newsday streams. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Anyway, thanks for watching and being around for it. This is me liking stuff. The guy who yells at clouds. Imagine. TYVM. I'll see you tomorrow for Slaves to Darkness. And the most exciting part of all of my stream days is scrolling to the bottom of the news thing and looking for my army. I'm sure everybody else feels similarly. So they can get excited about something for the next day. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.